Hi, everybody. Good evening. Good evening,
Good
everybody.
evening.
Hi. Welcome back. Okay, to another session. Okay, of um, real estate secrets. Okay. So today we are happy to have with us Veronic. Okay, he's the senior head performance and development in Nova Sky. So, welcome, Veronic.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me on tonight.
So, how's everything at Bali, Veronica? Understand? I think we have opened up the lanes, right? To coming to Bali.
So I hear. There's still a bit of, it's not really quarantine from what I understand, but I understand that it's going to be possible for me to come visit to Singapore as well. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, but when
And
you go
and
around,
Bali
do
is
you
now
see like
open.
sorry?
And Bali is now open to uh, receiving tourists. So and that's a good thing because we really need it.
Okay, but when you go around like to the malls or something, do you see like more foreigners now, like in Bali?
Well, I really haven't been recently. I've not really noticed much, but most of the
Ah,
time, I we stay at home in our countryside. So yeah, it's coming. The numbers are showing, right? It's just started. So
yeah. I think a lot of the team members will love to meet you in Bali one day, Veronica. Okay.
yeah, I can't wait to see you guys. I also can't wait to come to Singapore to visit. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I've not been to Bali at all. Okay, can you believe it? Okay, I was supposed to go there with my wife, one of our trips. Okay, but it didn't happen. Yeah, so yeah, one day we will see you.
One day, yes. Let's
Yeah,
take care of babies first. So, all right.
yeah. All right, thanks, Rodrigo. Okay, so in today's topic, okay, for investing strategies, okay, we'll be talking about which markets should you invest in the US. All right. So we're talking about because US is huge, right? Okay, talking about the number of states that we have in US. So a lot of the questions that Veronica, that when I talk to a lot of the clients, they always ask, okay, are y'all present in everywhere in US? Okay, or is there any particular
Yeah.
places that is we're into? Okay, and they also ask, okay, well, do you, no, they always like those uh I would say very posh places like California, Bel Air, okay, all other stuff. So what is the what do you your thoughts on this?
Well, there are 50 states, but not all states are created equal for a foreign investor. So that's the first thing that we need to look at, and also not every state, for instance, is landlord friendly. And of course, if we invest in a property as a landlord and we want to rent it out, we want to make sure that our clients are secure, they have the most safety, the most possibilities to take care of their investments and pay as
Yep.
little tax as possible as well. So,
Right.
unfortunately, I hate to tell you this, but California is definitely not on that list.
Oh,
There's a possibility to do some flips if you have large amount of capitals, but
okay.
California is not an investor-friendly area in general, and real estate in California is 2 to 20 times more expensive than in other states.
Okay.
So it's not
No,
very attractive for us or for our clients at the moment.
I see. I see. So what are the states, okay, or places that that we is right
Right
for investment?
now, Right now, some of our favorites are in the South and are Florida and Texas. Whether you
Florida.
agree with whether you agree with the politics or anything is a completely different kettle of fish. But in terms of population migration, there is definitely a population migration happening from the north to the south, and and a lot of population is coming to Florida and Texas. Like even we were talking about California just now. A lot of the technology companies that were in California are moving some of their headquarters out to Texas. Austin, in particular, from what
Okay.
I hear, is the city that attracts them the most, which is why property in Austin has gone absolutely crazy, and it is very difficult to buy something at the moment in Austin. So we haven't tried that recently for our clients because it's too expensive as well.
I see. So we actually monitor or track the kind of industries, right? Okay,
Yes,
that will
yeah,
affect the
yeah,
price.
yeah. We have to. One of the things that we always look at before we go into a specific area is population growth and also job creation. So the more job creation there's going to be in this area, the more it will attract people to move to the area. That's really what we're looking. That's what we're looking at. So, for instance, one of our favorite area of investment is an area called Jacksonville, Florida, and
Yep.
Jacksonville not only has a naval base over there, there's constantly a flow of people coming in and out, but there's also a lot of work, a job creation over there, and it's one of the top 10 cities for economic growth in the US. So we've had quite a lot of good, not good luck actually, because it's a lot of hard work as well, but we have found a lot of good properties in Jacksonville, Florida for our clients,
Correct. Correct. All right.
to
So
the point where we actually have some of our permanent team members that are based there as well.
right. So understand that right now Raul and I are on the road. Okay, I think they are in India right now, and
Yep, they are.
yeah, all right. But I think the plan was right now they are building the team in US. I think in Jacksonville and in Texas as well.
In Houston,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, Houston, correct. Okay, so can you elaborate more about that? Just Veronique, about what the things that they are trying to build there.
Well, in for a lot of the properties that we have in Jacksonville, Florida at the moment are flips. So that means you buy, and they're usually not in great state, and we fix them, and then you put them on for sale. So what we a lot of the staff and the people that we have working with us in Jacksonville are running the crews and making sure that all the construction work happens at the right time in the right place, basically. So this is moving forward quite well. Also, we like participating in the tax auction in Jacksonville, Florida. There's usually
Yep,
good
correct.
opportunities to be found there, and in particular, there's one every month. We're actually entering a tax auction just this Wednesday as well. Of course, for us it's
Yep.
going to be Wednesday, but so we've actually done the research on all the properties that are available. And last I looked, there was about 38 single family homes available for purchase at the tax auction. Of course, by the time Wednesday night rolls, most likely we'll be left probably with 20, but still 20 means a lot of good opportunity for our investors. So that's great. I'm excited
Okay.
about that.
Yep. Correct. So especially right now, we have our crew. Okay, that we're building up in US,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah,
yep. So
yeah.
yep. So they will beef up the operations there as well. All right. So
And
right.
then for Texas, for Texas, sorry, we have a bit of a
Yes.
delay. For Texas, we are mostly in Houston at the moment with some Airbnbs, and it's growing very, very fast. And in fact, we're pretty much fully booked for the coming quarter until June. which is really really good. We got one of our properties got a 28-day booking just last month,
Wow.
and it's busy. Yes.
Wow. Okay. It's very good news for our
And
clients.
this is more houses. Oh, okay. Did you lose me for a second? Sorry about that.
Yeah, I think
These
that's
are not
correct.
small houses as well. Generally, they will be houses that have 3 or 4 bedrooms. You can have 12 to 16 people that stay at the house. And you're talking a daily rental of a minimum of 300 to 400 US dollars.
That's nice. That's very good to hear.
Yeah.
I think there's some a bit of delay or lag from our side, Veronica. Okay, but it's okay. We will manage it.
Well,
So back to our
hopefully, it will still be understandable.
all right. So back to our topic about the the which markets, right, Veronica? So for Noble Sky, of course, we offer our clients flip projects and Airbnb projects and rental projects. Um, so what would be the Noble Sky strategy like? Okay, for each type of which market will be I'll be targeting at.
Well, as I said, for the moment, we like Texas and Florida because there's a strong population growth and there is demand. One of the things that we always look for is areas which have demand. We don't want to be buying in an area where it's likely that there won't be so much interest in purchasing the property. So the other areas that we are looking at are New York State. And
Okay.
we are looking at buying more properties in Niagara County, near Niagara Falls, of course, as well as closer to New York itself, because while the very rich people can live in New York and have $1 million penthouse, the normal people like us, mostly want a house. They'll be able to afford a house that will be maybe an hour away from New York City proper. So, but we are looking at these markets as well.
Nice. That's nice. Veronica, just for
Yeah.
for our viewers' sake, right? Okay. What is the market price rep like? Okay, in US. Okay, in these states. Okay, just to give them an idea of how the market price is like in US.
Can you repeat? You're a bit frozen on my screen. So, what
Yeah.
is the market?
The market value or the price or the properties in these three areas that we are in Nova Sky.
All right. Okay. So let's talk average first.
Yeah.
The value of the U.S. market at the beginning of the year was about $36 trillion. That's big.
Okay.
36 trillion is actually it's 36 with 12 zeros, so that's a lot of money.
Wow.
On average, it's about 6 million transaction a year, even though at the moment we are a bit in short supply in terms of the number of properties available. The inventory is actually quite low, and the average property transaction is about $300,000. So, but what the type of properties that we are looking for in general for the flipping will probably be around 200 and possibly to
Mm,
sell at 300 or more, right? But remember,
right.
one of the biggest things that we always do is we are looking at buying at a discount. So we're not looking at paying market price. We are looking at buying at a discount to the market value. That's one of the reasons why we do like going and doing the tax auctions or even working with wholesalers because we want to pay a lower price than the actual market value.
All right. Thanks, Ronnie. Thanks for the insight. Probably just a question back on the markets, right? Okay, in US, apart from the three, okay, that we are actively in right now, is there any other markets or states that we could possibly looking at in the near future?
Um, well, I know we've had and we have some interest in Illinois, but also South Carolina is a possibility. Even Georgia, actually, for rental could be a possibility because it's a very landlord-friendly area. And we are looking at other areas, but sometimes it is better to be concentrated in an area where you have the right people to handle it, and that's very important for us to be able to do it right and do it properly. So
All right, thanks, Ronnie. I think we have time for I think one or two questions. Okay. So do you have any last words or advice to our viewers? Okay. In terms of you know choosing which markets is the best to invest in.
choosing which market. Do
Yes,
you
Ronnie.
mean between flipping and renting?
No, I mean like we between the states, right? Okay, like New York State, um,
Okay.
yeah, Florida, Texas.
Personally, I like Florida. I like Florida. What I do see with Florida is there's a constant movement of people towards Florida. So, and I see even in my friend, I have quite a few friends in the U.S. and a lot of them are moving even from New York suburbs and everything down to Florida because after a while the weather gets a little bit difficult. So yeah, Florida to me seems to carry a lot of good opportunities. We've also started looking into a couple of other areas potentially for Airbnbs, but we're still in the preliminary phase. So I don't want to be disclosing that yet because we're still doing the research.
Yep, I understand. Understand.
But yeah,
All right.
Texas and Florida carry a lot of great opportunities, even at the moment. As some people get worried thinking, oh, the prices have gone up. And I get that. At the same time, it really depends on how you structure your deals. As I said before, the way we structure our deals is by buying low. So we do not pay the market price, right? And we generally will not go inside the big city. So, for instance, not in Miami, but maybe in the suburbs of Miami, right? And at the moment, we're very, very focused in terms of what we are looking for our clients.
All right. Thanks,
So
Ronnie.
that's what makes a
Um.
difference.
Yep. Yep. Thanks for that. And I think because of the quality that we have in the video, right? Okay,
Yeah.
and the lagging a bit. Probably just last question, Ronnie. Any last words to our viewers? Okay, on the on the topic of which markets should we invest in the US? Any last comments on that?
Well, the last word that I would say is there's a very big difference between being an investor and
Yep.
thinking, oh, I'm going to buy in an area I want to live in. And it's not about, which area you want to invest in. It's really not about, oh, this looks nice and I'd like to go on the beach or anything like that. One of the best things that I've ever heard Ralph say to me years ago was, well, 30% in Florida is the same thing as 30% in California. I do beg to
That's good.
differ, actually, because 30% in California, if it's net of tax, yes, because
Okay.
taxation in California can be a challenge. But the truth is, you go where your money is treated best. right? And where you know you will be able to receive the best return. That also means being able to sell your rental property as well, because that's something that I've seen in a couple of offers from people where they say you can buy this property for, I don't know, $60,000, which is possible, by the way. That sounds shocking because it's so little compared to what we're used to in Singapore, but um, on the other side, it's yes, you could buy it for 60,000. You could have this rental every and nice return, but when it's time for you to sell is where the problem starts because there's no buyer,
Yep.
and that's why it's so low in the first place. So you go where your money is treated the best and where your money will return you the most.
Yep. Totally agree with that. Veronique.
Yeah, thank
So,
you.
yep. Thanks, Veronique, for your time. I think
Thank you.
we think that's about the time that we have for today. I think for the next session, okay, let's hope that we have better feed and have better quality on the
Sorry
video.
about sorry
But
about
yeah,
Bali lag. Sometimes the
no
internet
worries.
is unreliable.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
All right.
So yeah, so I wish all our viewers, okay, and our clients, okay, a very good weekend ahead. Yep. So any wishes for you, Veronique, for the weekend for viewers?
I wish you all a wonderful weekend.
All right. Okay.
All
Take
right.
care, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. We see you. Stay tuned for our next episode. Okay, of investing strategies. So keep in tune. Okay, to our Facebook page. Okay, and we will update you guys on the next show. Okay, so that's all for today. Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Good night.